I clicked the thing. We are doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Does the
It's
face?
happening.
Yes. Or I rather should say, um, happy Sunday, everybody. And the goal here is I'm just trying to channel Elon because he streamed this week for the first time ever, I think. Like
Streamed.
game streamed,
Oh no.
like
Like on
Diablo
Twitch.
4.
Oh no.
Like I'm actually serious, and that's why I have candles
That's
here right now lit, like real candles, and I'm not trying to burn down the house
pretty.
here, but that's my little tribute to Elon. Where should I put it? Can I put it somewhere? Is it visible here? Yeah. So, it's visible here, as long as I don't bump it. Anyway, real candles, by the way. So anyway, yeah, we'll get it into why did Elon Musk stream Diablo
Yeah,
4?
I had
What?
I had no idea. Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, what? Why Diablo 4?
Okay,
Why not?
I need context. I need context
Yeah,
because
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm
yeah.
already intrigued for the
That's
stories for the week.
yes, yes. And why is Facebook failed to connect the stream? Really? Why? What? Okay, I'm gonna paste in the key again, I guess. Oh wait, the key has changed. Yeah. Okay. What? How about now? Connecting, streaming. Yes, go live. All right. Okay. I don't know. The Facebook stream key somehow changed for some reason. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Now it works.
The Zuck
The
strikes again.
Zuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So and yeah, Twitch works also, and the YouTube works also. All right. So how you been? Doing good?
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
just like living with my thoughts. My thoughts are already in vacation, so
oh,
I don't
okay.
really care what's happening at work anymore. I'm just like tunnel visioning on the vacation.
Oh, you're
So
just
just 1 week left and then vacation.
yeah, yeah, yeah. How was the marathon? Or like
Mm,
because there was a marathon, right?
there was a marathon, and I think it's still going.
Oh, okay.
I think today is the children's marathon.
Oh, I
Um,
see. Yeah,
but I
yeah.
think today they have probably not that much work. I'm not sure, but nobody asked me to come anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, today was pretty crazy. It was
Pretty
already crazy on Friday.
oh no.
Although like it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't crazy in a sense of like by the time we finished and closed, like our total for the day wasn't so very high. Well, I mean, it was good for a weekend, but it felt much busier than it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think because like it got colder, so people don't really order salads anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we also haven't been having that many pizza orders lately. So like the vast majority of work goes through pasta. And since we only have 3 people working, if you have such a like huge volume of work, like your waiting times can get pretty long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially if you have like 3 people who aren't like very super fast.
Yeah.
And we have people who can work faster, but not all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
so on Friday, I was like in the supporting role. I was like helping everyone out who like needed help and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like since like so disproportionately our work comes through pasta that like there isn't much you can do. So like it
Yeah.
was like you could get your salad in 10-15 minutes or something in the evening when the rush started.
Mm-hmm.
But you would have to wait for like up to an hour for your pasta, which is obviously very long. But like there's literally not a single thing that we can do about it, because our kitchen is the way it is, and
Yeah,
you know
yeah, yeah. You're
and even I, like someone who is supposed to be like supporting and helping everyone, like there isn't much I can like offer
yeah.
unless like somebody like wants to go like I don't know, have some water so I can just like step in instead of them for like 10 minutes. But again, it's not gonna. No, maybe this will like push it maybe a little bit faster because like I can work maybe faster than the person who left.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna drastically change like how fast we can give out orders.
Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, so it was pretty intense, and people were getting pissed, and as usual, people usually, as usual, completely lack like any amount of, I don't know, not really self-awareness, but like understanding of the situation and environment.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we had basically the restaurant was filled with people the entire evening, just
Yeah.
like to the
Okay.
point where there were like no free spaces to sit at.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But yeah, people were still coming and complaining that they were waiting for a long time.
Oh, of course.
But like, I mean, what can you do? Like, there's literally nothing we could do.
Yeah.
So yeah, so everybody was stressed. The chefs were stressed. The people working in service were stressed because obviously they are the ones that get like yelled at first,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, but because like the other places, the other parts of the kitchen don't get that much work,
Mm-hmm.
our like total for the day wasn't very high. Wasn't like super like astronomical. So it was
Okay.
also kind of like a disappointing. Like, okay, well, all this like amount of work, and we only made like, I don't remember, like 7,000 or something, which is like a lot to be fair, but like it's not like the most
Yeah.
we ever
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. 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 It's yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. All
and
right.
yesterday was basically the repeat, except that we had one extra helper, which is nice, but again,
Is the revenue number technically a secret for outsiders? Technically, I don't know.
no,
Or
yeah,
not?
of course. I
Yeah, I
mean,
think so. All right. No, it's not
mm,
like anybody is watching this show anyway, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, well, it was just a one day thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember if that was the number. I think it was actually even less than that,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
But yeah, speaking
and
of, oh, sorry. Continue.
oh, yeah, nothing. And then like after we were so tired, and we decided to go and watch Saw 10, which I'm gonna
Oh.
be talking about.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
10. Oh yeah, right. It's 10. It's
Saw X, Saw 10. Yeah,
yeah. So X. So like
I'm assuming it's 10.
well, yeah.
There's been so many of them, I completely blanked. I definitely have seen the first one, and I may have seen like one other one. And then they were like,
Yeah.
"Okay, let's watch 10." I was like, "What? What? Yeah, what? 10? We're already at 10."
They
I feel like
they
not
they
that many French
they missed a huge opportunity to be an exclusive on X,
on
the
X.
platform. Like I don't know, €50 for the screening,
Mm-hmm.
early access, something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Saw X on X. Anyway,
So I'll talk
yeah,
about it when we get to that point. But
very
yeah, how about you?
yeah,
Construction?
yeah, basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also Luna. Oh man, she's
Uh-huh.
getting. I think this is the nearing 2 years old, and oh man,
She's
it,
having her 2-year-old crisis.
pretty much she is like,
The classic.
oh
The
my
classic.
god, she's throwing some, yeah, she's unhappy about basically everything. Anyway, she's demanding so much all the time,
Oh, to be fair, the
and
world is pretty shit. So
yeah,
she's already feeling it. She's already like anticipating the dread.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
like, "Why
yeah,
do I have to deal with this?"
man. All right, but let's get back to the happy place, and let's talk some distractions this week,
Let's
because
let's.
man, there has been some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
Cheers. Got my
Church. Yeah.
L-theanine fueled powered coffee here, and what are you having? Looked like wine a little bit.
Oh, I wish. I've been thinking about wine. I don't know why, but I've been thinking about wine like every day for the past week.
Oh,
No, this is just Coke Zero.
I see. Yeah. All right. Anyhow, let's get into the madness that is where is it? Ah, yes, here it is.
Where do we
Yes,
start?
the Pixel event, because 3 days ago,
Oh yeah.
Google had a Pixel event. So Pixel 8, Pixel 8 Pro, and Pixel Watch 2. So in case you were like growing desperate to finally upgrade your Pixel Watch 1 or something, then yeah, finally the Pixel Watch 2 is out.
When did the first one come out?
Watch 1. Yeah, it was. Where was it? Pixel Watch. I think you were faster. Pixel Watch 1.
Is that correct? It says that it was announced in 2022.
Yeah, it announced. Yeah. Because I made.
So it's not that old.
Yeah, it's not that old, but I kind of made the joke in the sense of like, because Google discontinues all the stuff, right? So
okay.
yeah, because Google Podcast is dead. Just a few days ago, Google Pixel Pass is dead, which was like a subscription service, like $49. You get the newest Pixel every year, and they killed it after 18 months. So you basically could get only one phone. And right before this, the Pixel 8, they canceled it. So you couldn't get the second phone even. Oh my God. What? So there was some cloud storage and Google Photos and stuff also mixed in with the Pixel Pass. But yeah, it was mainly the phone subscription. So you pay $49 every month and you get the newest phone, or you don't, because Google. Okay, I guess. So, okay, yeah, we can, if you don't know the website killedbygoogle.com, then yeah, I spelled it wrong, but yeah, Jamboard, they just killed also this, this will be continued also. This is like more like a business feature. This is like a whiteboard, and you can have some drawings, and this is like more like a business feature. Google Podcast, Google Domains, they just killed also, and yeah, Pixel Pass. Anyway, yeah, and killed 3 months ago. YouTube Stories was also dead, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the whole list. It's like actually insane how much stuff there is here, but yeah, we're not gonna just on the recent ones. So Google, and that's why. So this ties in a little bit with one of the biggest announcements that Google made on stage this 3 days ago. So where is it? And this is the, oh no, this is not the event, but where is it? Sorry. Yeah, okay. The pricing, Pixel 8, $1,000. The Pixel 8 is 700. Oh my God. Yes, 700. And I wanted to show you the big, this one, 7 years of OS upgrades. So everybody is losing their minds basically, because that's amazing. Because yeah, even Apple is the closest one with like 6+ years, depending on the product. Well, sometimes 5, sometimes 6, sometimes something around that, but 7, pretty much not. So basically, but again, the thing I just showed you, basically. So killed by Google, right? Google has a reputation to kill off so many things.
Are you suggesting that the Pixel line of phones will not exist for the next 7 years?
Maybe.
Before?
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people are like, yeah, is it good news? Is it not good news? We're gonna, because yeah, Google just unpredictable completely. And yeah, I don't know.
For sure.
Again, before the Pixel, Nexus there was the Google Nexus phones, and those lasted for I think six Nexus phones came out. Yeah, those didn't even last like 7 years technically, which was also a Google phone thing. And now we have like 8 years of Google Pixel phones, which is more than 7, yes. But for another 7 to last, I don't know. We'll see. But I would love to
Definitely,
be wrong, but yeah, again, just be aware if you're planning to, because 7 years, that's like 2030 if that's basically true, which is like, that's a long ass time. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah,
The
yeah.
heart, the heart.
I
Yeah,
mm,
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I was gonna say that. I mean, it's. I mean, cool isn't necessarily even the word I would use to describe this commitment, but I mean, I feel like when you get to like this long duration of like support, it's not like as insane, you know, when it's like, oh, it's like 6 years ish for Apple
Mm-hmm.
phones, and like, oh, well, we're gonna do 7. It's not as like, you know, groundbreaking. When like Samsung were offering 3 maximum, and then Apple were offering 6, that was like, okay, well, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of a big deal. But like, I feel like 6 years already for software support is like a very long time. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
more than anyone could realistically like expect to have that support for, especially for like, you know, smaller computing devices. I mean, of
Yeah,
course, there are people who like upgrade their phones
yeah,
every
yeah.
6 years, I suppose, and just sort of like run their phones into the ground before they upgrade.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but again, is this the phone to get your parents? Maybe you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
think about it for another 7 years, which is like
Mm-hmm.
very nice, I would say. And
Mm-hmm.
speaking of parents, by the way, they announced. I feel like they announced specifically some features for the moms out there, because
Honestly,
yeah.
that's not a terrible like angle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you have to, you know, and I feel like middle-aged people kind of are more in the know of like what like how smartphones work and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like if we are in that like so 40 plus, you know, 50 territory. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Also, okay, yeah. By the way, $100 price increase over the previous Pixel, because yeah, this Pixel 7 was like 600, so 599. So a little bit more, but then again, I guess maybe 7 years of software support, so that could be a nice thing to
What
have.
about Pro? The Pro is
Uh,
same price?
Yeah, the Pro is the same price. Yes, because it was 300 before the difference, and now it's like no. Oh yeah, no, now it's 300, 700 to 1,000. Anyway, but it was 599 and 1,000 before, I think. Oh, was it? Oh,
Or was
or
it 899?
was it 899? Okay, you might be right. Pixel 7 Pro
You had at some point on the screen this sort of like
900.
screenshot
Yeah,
of their like entire Pixel or like entire Google lineup of products with
yeah.
like the tablet and the fold and like everything.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think about is that like, damn, these things look kind of old,
Okay.
don't they? They look kind of retro
I mean, yeah, the pic.
somehow.
Do you mean the all of them or just the phones?
Just like just all like put together. It's like the weird hipster pseudo retro thing. Yeah, like that thing that is shown right now here.
Yeah. I
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean,
Tablet looks chunky. Uh,
well, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's technically a tablet also, but it's like a budget tablet at the same time, so it's not
yeah,
like.
I get it.
So
Yeah.
I think.
Also, I don't know if it's a controversial opinion, but like asymmetrical bezels on phones should be just illegal.
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
with like chunkier top and bottom and like slimmer sides.
Yeah. Okay.
And that
Yeah.
shit just did not exist.
Yeah. Sure. But yeah, the
For now.
pic. But the pixel thing is embracing the visor thing that they have going on on the
Yeah,
back. So
but I don't particularly hate. I mean, it's like I couldn't like say that it's better or worse than like what we have with other phones in terms of like camera setups. I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like they're all ugly in their own ways.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
At least this setup makes it so that it like sort of stands upright. You know, not
Mm-hmm.
upright, but like it stands steadily
Mm-hmm.
on a surface. You know, if you put it on the table or something,
Yeah, yeah.
so it doesn't wobble, which is already better than like an iPhone, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, if you have a case, then it's a non-issue
If
anyway.
you have a case, it's
If
not
you,
an issue.
yeah, yeah. But okay. If you
Unless you have that soft case. Oh, I can't believe I missed the soft case debacle episode.
the soft
I'm
case.
so disappointed. If we rewind, and this is where if we had production, we would put
Oh, okay.
like a B-roll of me saying that I'm excited for the new Woven cases. Literally like 2 episodes before the debacle, the gate happened.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so sad. I'm very disappointed with it.
Oh man, yeah. I
This is
I
not
was
good.
talking
I had
about
no
it. Yeah,
idea it was gonna be this way. It's
yeah.
not good.
Just throw one fingernail. It's permanently scratched. Yep, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very disappointed. Not that I was gonna. I mean, hopefully by the time I upgrade my phone, they will come with some more elegant solution to this problem.
Mm-hmm.
But again, knowing Apple, they're probably like already ready for like 10 years ahead with like the line of these accessories. So
Yeah.
maybe not. But yeah, like I will definitely not be buying one of those if I upgrade my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. But speaking of iPhone, actually, if you were thinking that Apple had the most cringe marketing names with Dynamic Island or whatever, then hold on to your hats because Google is out here with the Super Actua display. What does that mean? Nobody knows because the Super Actua display is a thing now. And yeah, it's as far as everybody can tell, it's like just brighter, and that's what Actua means, I guess. And so, to be clear, the 8 Pro has the Super Actua display. The 8 has the Actua display, not the Super one. So, just ooh, yes, exactly. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, to be clear, the Pro is 2400 nits, which is the highest brightness in any phone ever, which is pretty nice. The iPhone goes up to 2000. The 8,
Which is great. It's already crazy. Like these numbers are
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It is pretty insane, yeah. These brightnesses are
Like you
like
should never need this kind of brightness on any kind of display.
this is
Even if you are
yeah.
like watching it on a fucking July afternoon, like in direct sunlight.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, it's cool that it's
And if you're
possible.
keeping track, the Apple Watch Ultra 2, it goes up to 3000. It's even so it technically Apple has the anyway, but it's only on a watch, not the phone. So I guess Google can claim
Cool.
they have the brightest phone now or something. Anyway, they both G3 Tensor AI, exactly what you expect basically, and a temperature sensor on the Pro, which is like interesting. Okay, so I guess you can measure your fever and your where and your how hot your food is if you don't want to put it in your mouth right away when you cooked or something, that you won't burn yourself. I don't know. So you
What
can.
kind of what kind of improvements are they advertising, as opposed, in terms of G3
Yes, getting to
or
it,
G2?
but just working through the hardware stuff first. So yeah, And the watch, 24 hours on a single charge with an always on display, which is pretty decent, I would say. Which a pretty huge leap from the Pixel 2, because that constantly died during one day, basically. Because yeah, I don't know, quad core CPU, whatever, and it has also a temperature sensor and electrodermal activity sensor. So that basically measures the sweat on your wrist to tell you if you're stressed or not. Okay.
Oh.
Sure.
I always like these kind of weird
Yeah.
health-centric just things that these smartwatches come up with.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And
If only we could find a way to measure blood pressure using a smartwatch, that would be cool.
yeah,
Although
I
I
think
don't know
Apple
that's
is
possible, but
Apple is. I have seen some rumors that Apple is working on it to
that'd be cool.
because yeah, technically I think it might be possible, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I would be interested in measuring my temperature still. From
Yeah,
our that would be kind of like, oh, I have fever. Really?
I wouldn't hate it. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be nice. Anyway, but I'm more of an Apple Watch guy, so not the Pixel Watch for me anytime soon. But you asked about the software features. So Android 14 is also the phones are shipping with Android 14. So, and the Tensor G3 specific features I will mention in a second here, but first they come with a customizable lock screen or whatever, and Health Connect, and something else also. What was the other one? Anyway, doesn't matter. Android 14 stuff not that exciting, but the big AI features that are coming to the Pixel phones is first of all, best take. That's a feature. So you will, like, a group of people taking pictures, like, I don't know, 5-10 pictures, whatever, and so they blink, they look funny, they look weird, and you can choose the perfect head. You can put like a sticker on each head, basically, that was the best take of each person. I looked at the presentation and it looks like, yeah, they did something like this. So they just replaced the heads of the people, which is like, oh my god, what is a picture anymore? Because yeah, you're literally replacing mashing photos together into.
It's a bit creepy.
Yeah, I don't know.
The way they show it here on the
Yeah.
pictures, it's a little bit
It's
I'm not sure about that.
So you can, you have like a menu like this, basically. So you can, oh, this face is my preferred face, and I will pick this. So everybody is coming around to the who is taking the picture, and oh no, this is my face, I will click this. Oh, this is my face, I click this. So and that's how a picture is made nowadays.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I suppose, yeah.
And you have to take at least, like, I don't know, some amount of pictures to be able to choose, right? You can't just take one, because that's not allowed in the AI future. Anyway, this one, and also the magic audio eraser is a feature also. I will let the audio. Oh yeah, there's no audio on this clip on this video, but because I'm not using the official Google presentation video right now. So anyway, the baby is like and but there's a dog behind barking the whole time, and click the magic eraser button and no dog anymore, which is pretty impressive in the sense of, like, you can erase a barking dog. That's pretty neat. But again, this feature is coming soon. It's not. That's a trend also with Apple and Google and all of them basically, because the manager wanted to say hi also. So they announce stuff and they are basically like, yeah, we're gonna release it in like 3 months or something because it's still not ready, even though the phone is launching now. I don't know.
Mhm.
That seems to be kind of a trend nowadays. Anyway, and so this audio magic eraser feature is specific for the Pixel 8 Pro, the Pixel 8 phones, both of them. And the previous one also that I showed, the best take feature and the zoom and enhance feature. So this is straight up basically CSI stuff right here. So sharpen. Oh yeah. So you can zoom in and press an enhance button, and it will like sharpen the photo like this, which is like what? So this is like actually CSI zoom and enhance basically that they did like I don't know 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool, but I even from the perfect example picture, Otta Luna. Even in the perfect example picture that they showed, even that is like not great because I can still see some artifacts and stuff. So yeah, and that's like from the Google presentation, like the one example that they showed off. So yeah, we'll see how it works. But technically, it's a feature. So and it's only Pixel 8. Yeah, that's what the new processor apparently enables and stuff, I suppose. Oh, yeah, and also, okay, the biggest thing. They announced Google Assistant with Bard. Yeah, the naming is just horrible because, Jesus Christ. So they want to mash up, because they have the Bard AI, but they have also the Google Assistant. So now they're like, Assistant with Bard. Yeah, Assistant with Bard is the official name. Is it? I think. Wasn't it? Where is it? Which is not great. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, Assistant with Bard. So the example, they showed off only one example right now. So you can open up any app and ask an AI to help you. So what would you like to do today? They gave the example of create a cute social caption for Baxter. So like you put a Instagram post of your dog on Instagram and create a cute capture, and the AI creates like this capture. Baxter is a hilltop king. Look who's on top of the world. the world. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
You can create captions with the assistant with Bard thing. Yeah, they should really name the. How about coming up with a new name like Google Assistant plus Bard? That's like clunky as hell. Like I don't know. Call them like I don't know. Stacy, whatever. Anyway.
Stacy.
Yeah. So or Katie or something. Anyway. So yeah, that was basically the Google event, and yeah, I don't know. The best take feature, I feel like that's basically the mom feature that you want to, that the moms all want, because yeah, you can like you can choose your best picture that because the mom is usually not the best photographer or something, and then you can after the fact like choose the best faces, even though it's kind of creepy because that wasn't really the moment that you took the picture of, because yeah I don't know.
But also depends on how it's implemented. So would it be easy for moms to do?
Yeah.
And is it like intuitive or is it not intuitive?
Well, yeah, it gives you like on screen right now. It gives you like all these faces that you can click on, and this is the face now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
That is so interesting.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Good thing I don't take pictures of people.
yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. But I guess you maybe your mom does or something. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, but let's talk about something else than Google, because there is one other uh, huge, massive consumer electronics company out there, Apple.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
just this news was also all over the place. Basically, Apple Watch is now obsolete. The original, the Series Zero Apple Watch is now obsolete. So they won't. If you go to an Apple store, they just say "fuck you," basically. Even though if you bought like the 17,000 gold model, that I don't know, Taylor Swift and Beyonce and all those people bought, and
Mhm.
they just have to repair their Apple Watch Gold Edition behind some dumpster that some kind of a weirdo has. That just like us regular folks. So yeah, I don't know.
Or they could just sell it on eBay for like
Yeah,
$50,000
true, true. I
if
was
it was
also
owned by Taylor Swift or
yep,
Beyonce.
yeah, but yeah, or you will wait for I don't know 20 years and then we're like the first Apple Watch completely out of gold and it's like millions. I don't know.
Hmm.
All right, but yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know. And what are people's thoughts and opinions on this?
well, people are just basically the headline is like everyone is talking about the 17,000 that's the maxed out full spec full everything gold edition Apple Watch because even if you give like 17,000 US dollars to Apple they don't still care about you enough to do anything about your broken Apple Watch if it's broken anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah,
I don't know. I don't really
but
have strong feelings about this news.
yeah,
This is
me neither. But because we both knew that this will happen because this is a consumer
well,
electronic device. It's not like
yeah, definitely.
eternal jewelry that many people, I don't know, the people who bought it think it is or something. That this will last
Yeah,
forever or something.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you could like approach this from an angle of like, oh, a high quality watch will work forever,
Ah, good
right?
morning, Lotus Film.
Kind of like, oh, hello,
Yeah.
hello, this film.
Yes.
Um,
Ussisõnad. Yeah. Sorry.
what was I saying? Yeah, like a high quality, I don't know, some Swiss watch will work forever, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Or if it breaks, you can just take it to like some kind of, mm, what's the name of people who fix watches?
Well,
But you know what I mean,
repair shops. Yeah. Well, like.
Yeah. And this one you can't. But again, yeah, like back to the point that it's a computer, not
Yeah. Come
a.
on. This
And I mean,
was.
if you spend $17,000 on it, no, yeah, I mean, what can I say? You have more money than sense, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, this is just. Yeah. Again, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, or something. Justin
yeah,
Bieber. Who
yeah.
knows? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't think Taylor will miss $17,000.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If Taylor Swift bought this watch for $17,000 in whatever year it came out in, and she like uses Apple Watch for her whatever work life, she probably has like the latest one,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
one is just like sitting somewhere, maybe
Yeah.
if she hasn't sold it already. So I feel like it's fine. And if you're just like a regular person who spends $17,000 on a gold Apple Watch, then
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
So
had nothing better to spend it on, then
yeah,
nice.
this is basically a reminder that yeah, they it was so clear to me that as soon as they launched it, like what? They're gonna be like the Apple Watch 2 and 3 and 4. Like what?
Yeah, yeah, of
Like
course, of course.
this will be outdated in a couple of
Hmm.
years and like
Yeah, it's the same as like their like fancy pants, like
yeah.
accessories partnerships with different firms and stuff. I mean,
But yeah,
maybe those will not be compatible with future products and stuff like that, but like that's just the name of the game, basically.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, and Apple even knew that because they after the first Series Zero Gold watch, they announced immediately the next year, 2016, they announced the ceramic edition, which was a lot of money, 1,300 US dollars, but still not like 17,000 or something.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Mhm.
I don't know. So they have some more sensible options if you want to really show off that you have money. They have some ceramic options also. Anyway, let's move
But
on.
also, just don't.
Yeah, also just why? Yeah.
Just have the money. You know,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
throw it in his faces.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how many people care about this kind of stuff. Like, I wouldn't like stop in my tracks if I saw someone with a gold Apple Watch on the street. You know, I'd be like, cool.
But look at how beautiful this is. Oh my god. Yes.
Mm,
So so
I guess
pretty.
it's subjective.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't find it pretty also because just for reference. Anyway, military action in Tartu. What does that mean? Oh, I think Lotusfilm is part of the oof, no idea what it is in English, but the retraining military stuff basically because yeah, that's a thing that is happening. But also this is a thing that is happening. Meta or Facebook military exercise. Yeah. Basically. So ad-free subscription options for Instagram and Facebook in the EU. So Meta is proposing EU regulators an option for an ad-free subscription for Instagram and Facebook. €10 users in the EU. Or if you want both Facebook and Instagram, then €16 for both. Or 10 euros for one.
Oh my
So
god.
can you imagine paying for Facebook not to
I
see
don't even. Facebook should be paying me to use it. Like, let's be real for now for a second. I don't even understand why people still use these apps. Oh my god.
Well, I use it for Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
fair.
but
But then
I,
again, in a environment that is based around ads, I guess you don't mind ads that much, you know, if you're selling and buying stuff from
I
marketplace.
I decided like I don't know 5+ years ago something that these ads are super annoying. I will actively fight them. So there is an option technically to hide ad, and there's a section after that it will become like you can unfollow. No. Hide all ads from this site or page or website or person. Basically, you can hide all these ads from this specific page or group or whatever. And I did that for
Mm-hmm.
years and years and years, and I'm still basic because they're popping up once in a while still because people are constantly making new pages and groups and stuff, right? So I'm still doing it, and it has an effect. I see basically no ads anymore for the past oh, I don't know. Well, again, every once in a while I see some, but I wouldn't say I would say like past 3 years, I haven't like really seen ads on my Facebook wall if I scroll through the wall, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, I'm like one in a million probably that actually like took years and years to fight
Yeah.
this basically. So yeah, I don't expect anybody else to do it. So I don't have ads on Facebook basically, but yeah, all the rest of them, yeah, they do because yeah. So this is because of course the privacy concerns of the EU, and the EU is like standing up for us in terms of the privacy network in the EU, and Facebook is now like, yeah, I guess no, well, you want privacy, 10 euros. That's the basically the
Mhm.
answer, and
Yeah, I'm so over social media in general.
yeah, well, it
Like
will
especially
yeah, it's dying anyway, so it's a matter of time.
for. I mean, I'm not against the idea of social media. I just feel like, as is the case with
Mm-hmm.
everything in life,
Mm-hmm.
is that once the corporations have the idea of making money off of something,
Well,
they will just gradually ruin that thing
yeah.
in the process.
Oh, yeah.
So it's already happening with streaming very quickly, like at a
It's. I feel like.
record pace, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like X is like accelerating so much. Like X has also mentioned that. By the way, we are gonna charge every like Elon. I talked about it when you weren't here. I think 2 weeks ago. Elon in an interview said like the only possible way to combat bots and spam accounts is to charge every single user like a small amount of money. He said that in an interview, and he basically said like, yeah, we're moving towards like charging every single person on X like a small fee. And
Mm-hmm.
the moment that happens, nope, I'm not using X anymore. Just
Mm.
no, absolutely not. That's a
Hmm.
hard pass for me. And so what this story is about Facebook, this looks like that they will offer both. You can have the ad-ridden hellhole that is Facebook and Instagram if you want to, but you can also have the 10 euro thing if you want to. So they are, yeah, basically they will have both probably. But X
Mm-hmm.
is like straight up like pay or you're out. And yep, I'm out. Absolutely no question about
Yeah,
it.
that's interesting. I think I have. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Twitter and X is already ruined for me, so I
Yeah.
don't have any interest in it with or without like pay to use.
Yeah.
But like conceptually, I'm not against the idea of having a pay to use service.
Yes. Same here.
Um,
If Facebook Marketplace would charge me like, I don't know, uh 10 euros. Okay, let's make it 10 euros, I guess.
it's
But
kind of
I
a lot to
can
begin with less, but sure.
yeah. But I can but my stuff that I'm selling is on the top, maybe highlighted something. I don't know. I get some priority. I think I would do it because I'm making money off of it. Also, at the same time, it's not like I'm pretty sure I will make more money than 10 euros per month. If
Suppose,
I'm
yeah.
yeah, so that's a no-brainer basically for me. But yeah, for just regular use, oh, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I don't know. So for you also, well, for you it's basically
I mean, for me, I basically don't use any social media. Okay, well, that's not
yeah,
strictly speaking true. I do pay for
yeah,
YouTube Premium, which I got for
yeah.
significantly reduced price through Ukrainian
Mm-hmm.
uh, like
Ooh,
Google thing. So I
Ooh.
pay €2.50 per month for it.
Oh, that's a nice deal.
Yeah, it's not the lowest thing you
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah,
have, but
yeah,
this
yeah.
was like the easiest way because
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't ask you for like physical addresses and stuff in places. You just kind of like pay for it and it's done.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, going back to
But
Twitter,
okay, I'm curious now. VPN or yes or no?
I used the VPN to
Okay.
subscribe, yes,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
but then you don't need the VPN after that.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
charges you
Yeah,
every
yeah, it's the
month
same with
price.
Netflix. I technically had a Brazilian Netflix also at the same
Yeah,
time. Yeah, yeah.
which isn't. Yeah, I don't know. These companies are like. Okay, back to Twitter and X,
Yeah,
like pay
okay.
to use service.
Yeah.
Conceptually, I don't mind this idea,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
what needs to happen is that a company X, create a service that is like mega good. You know, it's like just
Okay.
essential. The user experience is amazing. It's attractive, and then you're like, okay, well, we're offering this service for €5 per month. So
Okay.
you have two options. You either pay €5 per month and get all of the service, or you pay €0 per month and get no service. And then it's up to you to decide if you need it in your life or not. And it can be anything, it can be a social media platform or whatever.
Okay.
And that's it. There's no like light version with ads and a slightly more expensive version with slightly less ads, and then there's a premium one with no ads. Like none of that. Because like
I
what happened with social media
ah.
is like these ads completely like I have no desire to use any of them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like Facebook is, since I haven't been blocking ads for the last years, like you have,
Yeah.
is borderline unusable.
Yeah.
Instagram is borderline unusable,
Yeah.
and Reddit is actually unusable.
Yeah.
Because what ended up happening is that, so yeah, third-party apps are dead. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this Narwhal
Mm-hmm.
app that we talked about that reached some kind of whatever weird agreement
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
Reddit
yeah.
to
Yeah.
allow it to exist
Yep. Yep.
is switching to pay to use model
Oh,
in like a few days, I think.
really?
So they launched Narwhal 2 in like a preview form, so everybody can like use it and see if they like it or not. And then starting from a certain point in the future, I think it's very soon. You can double check it.
Uh,
It will become pay to use. The problem with that is like it's sort of like what I was talking about, right? Like
okay.
the
Yeah.
pay to use app, the whatever. The problem is that it's shit.
Oh my
Like
god.
it's not a good app, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't like using it, and I have no desire to use it. So then there is the alternative, which is using the Redist app and
Yeah.
paying, which is also again riddled with ads.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to push you to paying for Reddit Premium or whatever. I don't know what the name of it is, which again costs like €10 or something per month, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But the problem with that also is that Reddit's own app is broken.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
function. Like you cannot like imagine such a thing. You have like your account, right? And the whole point of this app is to like choose the subreddits that you like, subscribe to them, and then on your home page, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see the aggregate of all your subscriptions, right? And like the posts that you have that has happened, right? The
Yeah.
popular ones or the rising ones and stuff. So in the official Reddit app that exists and made by Reddit, on your home page you cannot sort the post by anything anymore.
Oh, what? Wait.
The functionality does not exist anymore. So what ends up happening is that your home page is just this weird like Frankenstein version of New and Rising or something. And that's it, that's
Oh.
what you see. So you cannot sort by like top post of the day, top post of the week, like the popular posts,
Oh,
controversial posts. None of that exists anymore. So what is the
oh
actual point of using
yeah.
that?
Okay. I didn't use the top of the month of yeah, but that's wow, that's annoying as fuck.
Because that was kind of like my experience with
Yeah.
Reddit. I would
Okay.
log in once a day, usually in the evening,
Yeah.
sort by top post of the day, and see
Mm-hmm.
like everything that happened throughout the day. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm up to like to date with
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
news
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Honestly, I feel like a little bit noobed, out noobed because of I did use Reddit way more as a noob now because I used just my home screen and sometimes I used the popular tab, which is the most popular technically of the world, I guess, or something. But yeah, that's
Yeah, there is like all
yeah,
that pulls from like the entire Reddit, not just from the
yes,
subreddits that you subscribe to,
yeah, 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 yeah,
which
yeah.
also has its uses sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly I kind of like over the months I built like my pool of
Yeah, yeah,
content that
yeah,
I
yeah. That
had,
that's way smarter actually. Yeah, and
and then I would just like go through it every day, every
yeah,
evening. So now you can't do that, other than going through each individual subreddit that you subscribe to and like,
yep.
seeing individual posts for those specific days and stuff.
Oh my god, that yeah. I'm now both mad that I didn't know about this kind of a like. Oh yeah, here's the top things for from this day today, and
Mhm.
at the same time, I'm also like and double mad that now it's gone that I just found out about this awesome feature that I can't even use anyway anymore. But anyway, but yeah, Reddit is also on the downturn also for me because yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I literally just stopped using it
Yeah,
completely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I don't really use my laptop for like, for the purposes of just like, okay, I'm gonna just like sit here and like read Reddit for the next like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really use my laptop like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like the browser version of Reddit isn't really an option either.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention that the content quality and amount also dipped severely in the last months because since
Yeah.
that blackout happened, there's so much more like American-centric
Yeah.
content now.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
much of the front page is just like politics about like some senators who are like on life support and stuff. And I'm like, who cares?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the subreddits that I used to go to, many of them are just nowhere near as like active as they used to be. So yeah, so Reddit is completely just done.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And like I started going to these or like looking into these other social media, and they're all just like ruined by ads.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh.
don't have the time to consume
Yeah.
50% content and 50% ads. That's just like not the thing that exists.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you would tell me that, oh well, I can then subscribe to their premium feature
Mm-hmm.
and get rid of ads, but I
Yeah.
don't really want to do that either.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to pay for a high quality service,
And,
which
and
is worth money, and not for just like getting rid of the annoyance that the creator of this app just created in the first place.
uh, yeah. Yeah. I wanted to Twitter Premium, whatever, X Premium. So because I'm pretty sure that if you subscribe to Twitter Premium, X Premium, whatever, so you will not. Yeah, they don't cancel even all the ads. Like you will still see ads, but you will just see less of them, which is like even like come on, what I'm paying like 100 euros per year or like what is it, like 8 euros per month or something, I don't know, 6 something, anyway. I'm paying
It is
like
ridiculous.
yeah, because I see approximately twice as many posts between ads in your For You and following timeline.
So,
Yeah,
so what you're
yeah,
telling me is that
like
instead of seeing an ad every 2 posts, you
yeah,
will
yeah,
see an
yeah,
ad every 4 posts.
yes,
Like, what is this?
yes. You will
I
not
feel
even.
sometimes I really feel like we live in a parody of like some weird parody timeline of the actual timeline.
Oh,
That's just between social media and streaming. I feel like they are in a similar axis right now in
yeah,
terms of like where they're going, and I just don't get it. They're
yeah.
like just severely like compromising their
Mm,
reputations, and I don't know.
yeah. Narwhal also that you mentioned, $3 per month or for the most basic one, or like 12 for the ultra tier. The casual tier, active tier, power tier, and ultra tier. Yeah.
Yeah, it has like some weird tiered system based on how many API calls
Yeah.
your app makes based on your consumption level,
Yeah.
and it has tiers. And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. How do
and also,
I translate that into like
oh my
my
God, and also I don't know
usage?
if you covered it in like the previous week or something. I don't remember even when it happened, a week
Yeah.
or two before, like the whole shitstorm that Unity got themselves into.
Oh yeah. The
You did speak about
Oh,
it, yeah, about the,
we talked about
we
it.
mentioned it together.
We mentioned it together that it's per install,
Pay per install, yeah.
per install, and they walked it back.
Yeah.
And I don't know about any future updates.
They somehow changed it, yeah, and
Yeah.
basically fewer developers will be affected. But none of it matters.
Yeah.
The point is that someone
Yeah. Yeah.
who makes a lot
Exactly.
of money probably
Yep.
at Unity, a
Yep.
person or a group of people,
Yep.
came up with this idea in the first place.
Yeah.
Or it already happened, it
Yeah.
can't unhappen.
Yeah. And there's more where that came from.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. I
Yeah.
just don't get it.
Yeah. Well. But all right, but yeah, let's come back around to the meta thing, because yeah. So to sum it up, 10 euros for not seeing ads on Facebook, and 16 euros for not seeing ads on Facebook and Instagram if you want them both. But the free tier, the free ad tier, probably will be still available. Meta's Europe share is like actually not that big, 23% for the whole thing, basically. So
Wow, it's so little.
yeah, I was actually surprised also about these numbers a little bit, because yeah,
That includes
uh,
like Meta is like a whole thing.
uh,
So Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp,
oh
all those things.
wait, Europe contribution around a quarter of a quarter. Okay, sorry, yeah, 23%. So but about revenue for Meta, even with only 15% of total daily active users on Facebook. Wait, so their revenue, they're sharing 23% revenue from Europe, but only 15% of daily active users. Interesting. Okay, so Europeans
Pay more.
spend quite a lot on Facebook, apparently, basically. By the way, military personnel use Signal app for chat. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like also Signal and either Telegram or Signal are here. One of the most used ones. Have you seen Telegram users also? Lotusville? But yeah, and also if you want to have the ad-free version of Facebook on your iPhone, then be ready to pay 13 euros, because Apple wants their share and Facebook is pricing it accordingly, because 30% from the Apple tax is yeah.
Or for
Yeah.
the low price of €0, you could just not use
Yeah.
Facebook or Instagram and save yourself some nerves and mental health.
Mm-hmm. Signal only. All right. Yeah. I think I have Signal actually, or maybe I haven't used it for in a long time, but I think I did account at some point. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what's coming us. Let's switch some. Let's switch the topic to some streaming, because that's not like completely dead maybe yet, because there was a small streamer known as Elon Musk, or as he is also known as a at cybergamer420. He posted his lives.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
I'm not even kidding right now.
Oh my god, I'm leaving. Let me out.
Like, yes, exactly. This is okay. We are entering the what the fuck section of the week
This is
because
this is the parody of the timeline we live in.
yes. Oh, so Elon Musk the name of the account is gamer. The handle of the account is cybergamer420 because he's like 9 years old. So he streamed Diablo 4 3 times in the past week with horrible audio. The second stream was with like some kind of a...
Oh my god, he used his cam as well.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can't.
I'm low-key living right now.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he has a candle in the background, by the way, if you notice. That's why.
Yes.
That's why the candles.
Oh
that's why we are like, this is how a professional streamer streams, with candles.
I'll prepare candles for next stream.
Yes, that's.
I didn't know. I had no idea that this was a thing.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Also, why Diablo 4? Doesn't he didn't get the memo that Baldur's Gate 3 is the new hot game? What?
I have a conspiracy about this. Which I mean, it's not even for that far-fetched.
Okay.
To think.
That
because Diablo 4 is doing terribly.
Yeah, he needs to, like, you need to be the hype man for the...
Yeah. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Blizzard just pay him money or something. It was like, okay, Elon, you just play Diablo for an hour. He would pay you like $1 million or something, and maybe you'll attract some people to...
But even $1 million for this kind of a man would be like...
Yeah, whatever. No, I mean...
Yeah.
Whatever number.
Yeah.
Because I don't see, like... I mean, of course, Elon is like a gamer bro, or so. I guess he may have been playing Diablo 4 on his free time, but it's kind of hard to imagine.
Apparently.
All right. Wow. Well, that's...
Exactly. And he even during the second test stream, he sounded this is the first one. Oh no, where is the second one? I think this is the third one.
But this is a iPad interface.
Yeah, so he has a Razer gaming chair, by the way. Also,
of course he does.
What? Like, come on.
In this case, a werewolf.
So yeah, I don't know. Apparently, he starts out basically like, so we are testing the live streaming capabilities of X or something. So that's the excuse, I guess. And make sure the video stream looks okay. Make sure the comments work, and make sure the audio works or something. And
a druid. Cool.
Immediately judging. Yeah. The character he put together, yeah. Also, he played a copyrighted song.
Was he copy striked by...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he played like a Warren G, like a rap song, basically. This one. Yeah, and he even mentioned like, oh, this is Warren G. What was it? What's the name of the song? Anyway, Warren G song. Just played it at the end of the third stream, and I don't know, just randomly. Anyhow, so this happened. So yeah, basically, if you want to be like a X streamer, better buy up some candles or something, and some Razer gaming chairs, I guess. Yeah, that's all there is, I guess. Because that's the world we live in. Or that's the world we live from Cyber Gamer 420, I guess. Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. So basically, but yeah, Diablo 4 is coming to Steam also, by the way. Was that the marketing push? He didn't mention that it's coming to Steam.
I think Blizzard are trying to like bring more attention to the game. Like it dropped, like I'm not even kidding, like 95% of player base already quit the game. And
Yeah,
this is meant to be like a live service, perpetual money maker, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, but yeah, Diablo 4. I from the news, I got that it got worse at some point because it's
It has, yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. 17th of October, it's coming to Steam now, and that's the second game from Blizzard actually that is now on Steam. Overwatch 2 is the first one. So yeah. All right. And let's move on to some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, I forgot. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think because like I don't know, I feel like nowadays people have a lot lower tolerance for shitty live service games. So I mean,
because yeah, the 2023 this year has been a banger for games, right? Also.
Yeah, but over the years there also have been so many of shitty live service games.
Yeah.
I feel like the narrative is kind of shifting a little bit away from them in terms of like from the consumer side, like if your game is not good, then like what's the point of me wasting time with it when I could be playing any number of the amazing games that come. It's kind of very like you have like insanely high highs now in the games industry, and like completely like just bottom of the barrel lows,
Yeah.
And again, it's very sad because I still think that Diablo 4 is a good game at its like core, but it's just not fun, honestly.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, like same logic. Why would I? I mean, I already gave Blizzard my money fundamentally, so they can't be too upset about it.
Yeah.
But like, if the game is not like valuing my time and respecting my time, then why should I? When I could be playing Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2 is coming out.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Yeah, not Starfield. There's
Yeah,
plenty.
not
Elden Ring
Starfield.
I could go back to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fair, fundamentally, I feel like it's how it should be. The developers and publishers should be competing for our attention. Not that we should like be going, we as like, people who spend money on games should be like jumping over each other, like trying to get like to play shitty games that are not finished and just go out into betas or like early access or whatever and just like remain unfinished for years afterwards.
Yeah. So wait until Elon hears about Baldur's Gate 3, I guess, or something. Because he didn't get the memo that that's the new cool game to play, I guess. But anyhow, there's some other quick things that I wanted to mention because OneWheel, which is a one-wheel skateboard.
Two wheels.
Two wheels.
Sorry.
So
continue.
One wheel, like a huge ass wheel like this, and like a skateboard thing.
So it's like what's the name of that thing? It's like basically the same thing, but the wheel is like 90 degrees turned, and you like balance on it.
Oh
and
yeah.
Like, drive.
Oof.
What's the name of it?
Yeah.
There's a name, right?
Is it from Segway? I think. Segway one wheel something. Yes. 9.1s. I think you mean this one. I think you mean this one.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah.
So it's basically that, but in the shape of a skateboard.
Yeah. This looks more like street approved. your way street cred is way more upped. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you have one of these for some reason, then they are being recalled because they are dangerous, and everyone in the whole community said like, yeah, no shit, because look at this. This is like actually like insane what you're riding on. Because
It's like you take an idea of a skateboard, which is a well-designed device that is meant for transportation and fun, and then you completely ruin it.
well, yeah. Anyway,
by
so
making a single wheel, sir.
yeah, because now you can now your shoelaces can cut also from the top to the
Oh my
wheel.
god, yeah,
Yeah, everything
Not to
like
mention just the fact of riding and losing balance and like
yes.
toppling and flying into the traffic or something.
Yep, exactly. So basically, they launched in 2019, and the batteries are dying because of course they are, and the safety mechanisms to safely like stop the wheel, they stop functioning if the battery like yeah is complete garbage. So people just went flying. So people hurt themselves a lot because of these things. And OneWheel, the company, is being they are recalling 300,000 OneWheels basically. So yeah. So
How long until they file for bankruptcy after this?
yeah, I don't know, or like lawsuits and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, of course, if you looked at this thing and like this looks safe, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. All right, but and also Wii U and 3DS online servers are shutting down in 6 months.
Rest in peace. Oh,
Yeah,
6 months is still.
I think you have a Wii U. Do you have a?
We do have a Wii U. We also
Yeah.
have a 3DS.
Oh, you have both. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically Nintendo surprised everyone by like announcing it that yeah, servers are shutting down now. Basically after in April of 2024. So yeah, I don't know.
It does feel a little bit soon, I suppose, but
How much does this
it's
affect you basically is my question.
me, not really that much because, well, our 3DS is hacked,
Oh yeah.
so we have access to all the games in existence because Nintendo consoles are notoriously
Yeah.
easy to crack. And to be fair, we spent a lot of money buying games on these consoles.
Yeah.
When they were actual consoles that the games came out for.
Oh.
So I don't really feel any like inkling of guilt of any kind, you know.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh,
Nintendo
speaking
got
of,
our money.
I have the similar thing to mention. I finally bought like an actual copy of Tears of the Kingdom.
You have?
Yeah,
Oh.
This is like a sealed copy.
So just to
Yep.
get rid of the guilt associated with
Yep.
playing the game through some other means.
Yep. Completely shamelessly pirating the game right now. So, but yeah, this is my. I have the game, Nintendo.
Is it still like sealed?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's and Wii U. I'm not sure where we are at with our Wii U. The thing is that most games that are good have already been ported from the Wii U to Switch.
By the way, are you using? I just learned this from the article, but Pretendo, is that the one that you use? Like some kind of a. Pretendo is a free and open source replacement for Nintendo servers for both 3DS and Wii U, allowing online connectivity for all, even after the original servers are discontinued.
Oh, that's cute. No, it's more like, I guess, for multiplayer games.
Yeah.
I have not a single time in my life played a multiplayer game.
Okay.
on 3DS. That sounds depressing. I guess that's not strictly speaking true. I played Pokemon, but I don't really play them online that much.
Oh, okay.
You know, you can do like online battles and stuff, which haven't really done. But
Yeah.
technically, they are online games.
I
So
love
yeah,
I love the name actually. The Pretendo.
Pretender.
Yeah, very nice. All right.
Surprised they still exist. I guess Nintendo doesn't care that much.
Yeah.
Usually they're very aggressive with this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm also yeah. When did it
But
launch? Just
but
curious.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's to be expected, I guess. I don't know. We are kind of in a little bit of weird time for Nintendo because I feel like the console just market and landscape changed a lot in the last year, especially since the PlayStation 5 and Xbox came out. In the
Yeah.
way that they are like both of them are backward compatible with their previous gen games, and it is like my expectation, I guess you could say, that the next Nintendo console will be backward compatible with Switch, which hasn't historically been the case.
Yeah, there have
But I
yeah.
feel like
I almost included the story about when the next Switch is going to be announced because there are some heavy rumors right now that most likely next year, at the end of next year, basically.
what is gonna come out
Yeah. The Switch 2.
at
Yeah.
the end of next year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of feeling. I guess it could be like autumn 2024. I'm kind of feeling more like spring 2024. At the same
Well,
time as Switch 1 came out. But
uh,
it could be autumn as well. But it's like soon. It's not like far off at this point. And
yeah.
you know, it was already shown behind closed doors at Gamescom, I think,
Oh,
to some
I
developers or journalists.
Oh, maybe I'm misremembering something. Yeah, I'm finding. Oh, well, I'm finding all like some polygons says second half of 2024, but
Yeah,
Tom's
definitely.
guide is also March 2024. So, yeah,
Oh,
they've
March is.
yeah the first part.
Technically, that's not second half.
Yeah. So it's all over the place basically. We'll
I'm
see.
kind of leaning towards March because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at this point Nintendo are kind of running out of games to release for Switch. And you know they're
Yeah.
going for some like deep cuts now. You know they have this 2D Mario game coming out
Mm-hmm.
when in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they have like Princess Peach get her own game, which is like a new. Well, it's not like new thing, but like that hasn't happened in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they don't want to release like, you know, another 3D Mario game. Definitely no more Zelda on Switch, you know. Definitely no more Pokemon on Switch, I don't believe. So I
Yeah.
feel like that they are gonna like start maybe like
Yeah. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll
but then
see.
yeah, spring 2024 is already so soon. Yeah, it's like 6 months from now.
Yeah. We'll
So
see.
maybe more like autumn. But it's soon anyway. But my expectation is that it will be backward compatible with Switch.
Yeah.
Because it should be, because
It
that's kind
should
of
be.
how the industry sort of just developed, you know. And if it's not, and if they try to peddle the remasters of Switch games on the next console,
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly care. I
Yeah.
mean, I could spend my money in many other places, you know, as opposed to like buying Breath of the Wild remastered with this
Yes.
time for sure, definitely 1080p
Yeah.
and maybe even 60 FPS,
Yeah.
maybe, maybe not. Yeah, because like I already played the game
Yep.
and I have it on the Switch, you know. So if you make it backward compatible, that's like nice and extra bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are plenty of the Switch games that I have that I haven't had the time to finish, which I could totally do on like the next console. But we'll see. I don't know. Nintendo is very unpredictable in the sense. For all we know, like the next console will be completely different form factor and
Yeah.
style than the Switch.
Midagi halata jalas. Yeah. So basically, yeah, we'll see. Is the answer? No. Yeah. Not that.
We will be covering it when it happens.
Yes, absolutely. But all right, let's move on to some other stuff because, yeah. Speaking of Lotusfilm and military exercise or something, Russia prepares to a VPN ban in the RuStore, declaring all after declaring RuStore installations mandatory. Dun dun dun. So basically, if you don't know what the RuStore is, it's an official app store for Android. And it released in 2022, I believe. Where was it? Yeah. Limited access to Google Play. They can. Access to Google Play and for example, prompted the launch of an all-new independent Russian app store in May 2022. The RuStore. So yeah. And you can find VPNs on there, but they will be banned because, yeah, Russia prepares for a VPN ban, and the RuStore has to be pre-installed on every mobile device in Russia. And yeah,
Wonderful.
just one of the perks of living in Russia because, yeah. Why you don't need to think about what to install on your phone. It's already installed. Don't
Fine.
don't worry. So
Worry about it, yeah.
so they start to violate Android license like Xiaomi are doing, but you can sideload apps. Well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. If they lock down, I don't know. I guess maybe is the RuStore also spying on you? Because if the police stops you in Russia, do they check if you have the RuStore installed on your phone? And if you don't, you get taken away or something? I don't know.
Yeah, the police will walk up to you on the street and be like, "Show us your RuStore."
Yeah. Something. Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising because yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's Russia.
Yeah. So that's happening, and yeah, even if you install like I don't know, sideload third-party APKs or whatever on your Android phones, if the RuStore is spying on it, I don't know how deep this goes. Then yeah. Anyway.
I mean, if it's made by an official Russian ministry, there's
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend.
And if they're getting, yeah, if they're banning VPNs from the store, also, I don't know. Google should plug out those Androids from Google networks. Yeah. All right. But one other thing that is going on right now. So you have heard about the iPhone 15 Pro overheating or whatever. But how about the iPhone 15 has some speaker issues also? Because because some content creators have been doing some videos like this guy. Where was he? Did I point it out? Ah, yeah, this is the link. Yeah. So this guy is.
This is my.
Yeah. Anyway, this is on TikTok. Oh God, no. I refuse. Anyway, basically the issue is, once the volume is up to 80%, the front speaker on the iPhone 15 rattles, like vibrates like crazy, basically, which is a little bit distorting the sound, but again, 80% is like kind of loud also. But again, if you pay like 1,000 euros for your phone, you don't necessarily want any kind of issues with your new phone. So yeah,
should not be rattling.
Yeah, should be not like crazy rattling or something. I don't know. But again, as far as I can tell, like not a lot of people have this problem yet. But this one guy basically just got maybe unlucky because he exchanged his phone and the new phone also rattled, which is like,
Interesting.
no idea. We'll see if the speaker gate thing is happening or not. But yeah,
Speaker gate, case gate, battery gate. Oof.
yeah,
This generation of iPhones is rough.
yeah. Well, yeah. There's always something, right? So I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
something is happening. Sure, they will do. If you install Google Store, your phone just don't work anymore at all. Yeah, just breaks itself, like completely shut down. You can't take out Google Play from Android. It's impossible without violating license. Yeah. Because Android have
Well, I
so
mean,
much.
we say that, but like piracy is legal in Russia, so
Yeah.
they could like crack Android somehow and be like, yoink, it's ours now. So sorry, Google.
Yeah. There's different rules in Russia. So, all right. Yeah, we talked about the Cyber Gamer 420 and Baldur's Gate shaves a cat. If that headline doesn't make sense. So apparently there was a cat.
Cat gate, yes.
Do you know about this?
I heard about it, yeah. I haven't gotten to the point where the cat exists.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is a spoiler then, I guess, a little bit. But anyway, yeah, okay. Anyway, so this is basically Larian Studios, Baldur's Gate 3. Larian Studios is the developer of Baldur's Gate 3. There was a bug and the cat was shaved completely, like naked, like the Sphinx cat. But this was a bug. So they fixed the bug and the cat had hair. But people were, and the cat's name is the Majesty, His Majesty. So, and people were so fond of the cat, like, no, we like the shaved cat. The shaved cat is the Majesty. It needs to be naked. It needs to be shaved. So they basically fixed it with a patch. Well, they fixed it with a mod. So they modded the cat to be naked again, and pleaded with, like, begged basically Larian Studios that to undo the fix for the furry cat. So, and Larian Studios was like, okay, we're gonna shave the cat then, I guess. And that,
not a bug, but a feature.
Yeah, now it's a feature. Yeah,
that's a feature. Cool. I have no idea what that cat is and where it is, but
yeah, I don't know. What was a funny story, but yeah. Anyway, just wanted to mention because Baldur's Gate 3 is like apparently the hottest game of ever, basically, right now. So even the Steam charge it's like number 3 or something, basically, right now. It's like insane how popular this game is. Steam.
This is a rare case with an excellent game also coincided with huge popularity. Because a lot of the games become popular, but not many games are of this level of quality as this game.
Like, what? Top selling games: Counter-Strike 2, Call of Duty, Baldur's Gate 3. Like, what? Still holding the third place. That's insane.
Pretty crazy. I get it, especially considering how niche this genre is.
Exactly. That's like, it's not like, oh, I'm not a gamer and what's this Baldur's Gate 3 or something. You can't really get into the Baldur's Gate because you will be so lost. Because that's what I've heard many streamers basically said. So this is a niche game that you can't really, like, just pick up like any other game. Like,
I mean,
well, yeah.
I mean, it has tutorials and everything. And
yeah, okay, but
and you know, of course, you can always watch like biggest like tips, beginner tips for whatever. So just like some explanation of the base concepts. But it doesn't like throw you into like the grinder immediately. It's not like Dark Souls where you're just like, okay, well,
The grinder. Yeah, I know, but
but it's just like it's dense. Like it's a lot more dense than
yes,
your average game,
yes,
Starfield.
yes,
Um,
yes,
in
yes.
terms of mechanics and like what the game expects from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still very early. I think that I will be playing this game for
Mm-hmm.
months to
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even this early in the game, I'm like, is this gonna like? I'm not sure if it's gonna overtake Bloodborne as the best game I've
Okay.
ever played.
Okay.
But like, if I made a short list of games that are like,
Mm-hmm.
outstanding, then it would be there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I would put it like over something like Breath of the Wild or something.
Yeah. All right, but
Or
let's come back to games before. But before, let's do the memes because there is some.
I haven't been here so long that I forgot to the flow.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Cannot disrespect the memes. The memes will, although Elon streaming with candles is already the biggest meme of the week, so I don't know how
yeah,
we can top that, but let's try.
exactly. Like what? Like streaming Diablo with a 50-year-old man who is like. Well, anyway. So this is just a nostalgia trip to this room that I don't know. This is not funny, but it's like, oh my god, every single person has been in this room
I mean,
basically.
honestly, yeah. It's not so much funny as it is like
Oh,
just
this is like the whole
exists.
the whole the whole Eastern Europe is like, oh, exactly, basically. Anyway, I'm a Turkish nationalist. Ask me anything. What is it like to live in Berlin? Yes, just some Berlin humor. And also, I saved the best for last because yeah, this is especially for you. What's the breed of this dog you have? The Bloodborne boss. Because yeah, exactly. Like no, is this the
I mean,
biblical?
it would have to be much larger, but it has the energy of a Bloodborne boss, yes.
Okay.
It needs to be, first of all, it needs to be wet. I can tell it doesn't seem wet, but it needs to be wet.
Okay.
That's mandatory. And it needs to, the
Okay.
fur needs to be a little bit more patchy.
Okay.
If we get to that point, it's already like
I
there.
see.
Yeah.
You need to shave the dog and then dip it
Yeah.
into water. Yeah, all right.
My God, I would love to do like a stream marathon of like streaming Bloodborne from start to finish, and like just talk about like what makes the game the best game.
Okay. Yeah, well,
That would be fun.
you can.
Yeah, I need to like have a capture card. I mean, technically no, I don't actually need it. You can stream from PlayStation 5 directly.
Yeah. I would
I'm not sure if
I would love
I'm
to
not sure
watch
if I
that.
am.
I would love to hear the reasons.
Yeah, it's something to think about.
All right, but yeah, again, before gaming. So, let's talk about some music because this week there has been some music released because oh yeah, the Chemical Brothers. Yeah, that's a blast from the past. James Blake. Oh, I need to check that out. Also, Royce and Murphy. I like some of the songs. And yeah, also Nas. What? Okay, weird. But yeah. Anyway, so but this week. Oh, why is my? Oh God. Why is this signed out? Okay, give me one quick moment here because I need to sign into my Spotify because why is this signed out? Okay, here we go. I've been listening to everything but the girl, by the way, this week. Oh, this is. Very nice. just introduced Melissa to Everything But the Girls, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's the missing, right? Yeah, I need to play the missing song also. Everyone knows this. Anyway, yeah. All right, but how about some TV shows, movies? What's been going? Oh yeah, you saw 10, right?
I'm
What?
trying to remember if I watched anything else. Let me think.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't been here in a while,
yeah.
but
Have
I
you?
can think of. I don't think so. Mm, I think I'm going to start watching maybe even today, and we'll see. I will start watching the new Castlevania series on Netflix.
Oh,
It's
oh.
Castlevania Bloodlines? No.
Nocturne,
Yeah,
maybe.
Nocturne. I don't know where I got Bloodlines. Yeah, so there's already a Castlevania series on Netflix that has um I don't remember how many seasons, which I've seen. I think I've seen all of it.
Hmm.
And this is the new one. And the first series was just very good.
All right.
It has this sort of like goes for this sort of anime-ish aesthetic, but it's also very distinctly not Japanese style animation, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
like Western,
I
and
see that.
it's
Yeah.
like quite gory and dark, but also a bit goofy, which is kind of what you would expect, I suppose, from Castlevania. And so this is another like the whole point of Castlevania is that like it has this like family of vampire hunters who like throughout generations and generations they like grow raise
Mm-hmm.
raise like their children and like prepare them to fight the vampires when they eventually the Dracula like reawakens and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the first series was about one person of that family, and my understanding is that this is a little bit into the future, into like another generation,
Okay.
and a different character from the same family.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like it was just like very good. And I heard that this one may be even better, which is kind of well. So I'm very excited, but I haven't watched it yet. So this is kind of what I want to watch.
All right.
And yeah, I'm struggling to remember actually if I have actually
See,
finished anything.
seen something else. All right. If not,
But
then
the Saw.
the
The
Saw.
Saw. Let's get to the Saw.
Yeah. Good. 7.1 IMDb rating. Yes? No?
I was shocked by how good this movie was.
Wow. Okay.
I was not expecting it. I have seen Saw 1, which and up until this point was
Whoa.
considered
Whoa.
like
Whoa. 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 You haven't seen any of them before? Like Saw 1 and that's it?
I have seen Saw 1 and I think I've seen at least one other one.
Oh, okay. But
But
that's
I'm not like a fan of the series,
oh,
if
okay.
that makes
I
sense.
have seen I think 5.
5 of them?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so there you go. You are like more in the know.
Mhm.
But basically, it was always like you know, I understand the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Lotus of Film doesn't watch horror movies.
ah,
So Lotus Film doesn't watch horror movies. He said. So
yeah, I mean, I used to be like that the same, but lately I kind of learned to
I have seen a scary
uh,
movie. Yeah, yeah,
scare movies. Oh yeah, those are classics,
yeah, yeah.
especially 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I've seen Saw
Okay.
1, which basically up to this point was considered to be the best one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think so. Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
I will maybe try to get more into this franchise and see. But from my recollection of the first movie,
Mm-hmm.
like this one is so far beyond the quality of the first one that it's like not even in the same. It feels like from a different series. Although of
Wow.
course it's very much Saw still.
Okay.
But on top of being the Saw and it has like, you know, the body horror, the
Mm-hmm.
gore and everything that you would expect,
Mm-hmm.
it's also like a very good movie,
Okay.
which is shocking. I was like, what am I watching right now? I'm like invested and these characters are happening and I just like well, quote unquote, care about them and stuff. And there were some moments where I was like the main antagonist is kind of overwritten and is weird, like this cartoony mustache twirling villain,
Okay.
which I thought was a bit weird. And there was one other thing. I guess just a more like, I don't know, conceptual like criticism that, like, you have to play these games, right? Where you may or may you are ideally have a chance to win and not
Yeah.
die, or you die, basically.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I mean, this is in every Saw movie.
Yeah.
But what I noticed in this movie was that, like, what you have to do to survive is like varies wildly between people, and like what you have to do to yourself, it's usually like some kind of mutilation or something, basically.
Yeah.
So it can be anything from like, oh, you have to like break some fingers or something, to like completely like wild shit.
Yeah.
And it's not always like proportionate to what you have done, what you're like, because like the idea of Saw is that like he hunts people who are like quote unquote bad, right? People who do something bad, and then puts them into these like deadly games.
Yep.
Where either they choose to like do something like to themselves, or they just die if they aren't like don't have enough will to live or something like that. Basically, it's like a correctional sort of therapy of some kind, which is interesting. It's sort of like has this like old world, sort of like prehistoric sense of justice, if it makes sense, at the time when like punishment for crimes were a lot more physical and a lot more like, or barbaric, we would call them nowadays, yeah, like you would get your arm chopped off if you stole or something and stuff like that. So it is interesting in that sense, and it's not without merit, I guess. So like philosophically speaking, it's kind of interesting. And yeah, it has characters, it makes sense, it has twists. The storyline makes complete sense. They tie all the loose ends by the end of the movie. It's not like super long, it's like 2 hours.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, what would you expect nowadays? The main character, like the guy who is supposed to be dead, but is like apparently, as I understood, every movie is a flashback now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
The main guy
This guy.
gives like very good performance. I do not remember that much of him from previous movies because he's always kind of in the background.
Yeah.
But this movie, he's like front and center. And he's like acting like, I was like, what am I seeing acting in a Saw movie? But he was in it, and like the characters who were playing his like, well, victims or whatever players,
Yeah.
were also like giving good performances, and yeah, like it was I was not expecting to be so invested in a Saw movie. So I would
Okay.
say it's by far the best movie
All right.
that they made.
Good stuff. All right. Yeah.
Although I do want to say that, like, since I haven't seen many of the other ones, it's a bit lost on me. Like, there was like this one character who I assume was introduced at some point in the previous movies, like a lady, like a younger woman who is now working with him. I have no idea who she was.
Yeah, she was. I believe it's been many years also, but for me, but she was one of the survivors from the first
So that kind of figured,
or
yeah, that
second
she-
movie, and she
That makes
was.
sense.
Yeah, she was the main, like. Yeah, no, we need to. Oh, I forget. Yeah, she played a big role. That I remember. Yeah. And
then there was some kind of like police detective, who in this movie helps him do something. Well, I'm not gonna spoil, but like, which also I'm assuming at some point gets introduced in one of the previous films. But again, I didn't know who that was. But by and large, it was easy to follow, even without like knowing specifically everything about this franchise.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the gore is there. I would say that it's, other than like one game, I'm not gonna like go into details. I feel like gore is pretty like normal. It's not like super like intense.
Yeah.
but the one of them was like, holy shit, like this was like graphic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was very good. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying that about a Soul movie, but it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
very good.
yeah. This is so next one, Fast and the Furious 10 for you.
No.
This was a joke. This was a joke. Anyway,
Yeah. But
yeah.
I do. It kind of made me a little bit interested in like going back and watching some of the older ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because my understanding is that they always deliver on the gore, but they don't always deliver on like the actual like movie aspect of it, you know,
Yeah, pretty much.
in
Yeah.
terms of like advancing the
That's
plot.
why.
And
That's I now I remember. Yeah, that's why I stopped basically after the fifth movie because it was at that point it was just torturing people and just gore.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
gore,
yeah,
no nothing else. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this
yeah.
franchise, basically.
But like in this one, they set up very nicely because you get introduced to the characters who end up in the game.
Hmm.
You understand what they've done. Like usually it's like, oh, hello, person number one.
Yeah,
Let's play a game, and then you like flashback, 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 and then they like show you what they did, right, or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like in this is more like traditional narrative where like, they get introduced and then they do something bad, and then like this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And because of like, I'm not gonna like get into details because of like what happened in the first like let's say the first 30% of the movie, it feels a lot more like personal and kind of like logical that that's happening, which I liked. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of interested too. But again, still, it sort of is still the case because it doesn't really it doesn't really take it into like a it doesn't really escalate the premise of the movie. Like, where is the movie? Where's the Saw 11 where the players in the games are Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Nestle CEO, and like some other people, you know?
Yeah,
Because we are punishing bad people, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Where are the people who do like child labor factories and
yeah,
human trafficking? Where is Andrew Tate in this game, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like this is what I want to see because it's like it feels sometimes weird. Like, oh well, you sell drugs, so therefore you're gonna have to cut off your arm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not great, but I mean, you could do worse than
Yeah.
maybe you are like we're dealt a bad hand in life, and you're like, well, I have to make money somehow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. I.
yeah,
All right.
but in this one it makes more sense, I would say, than in maybe some other ones where it was like, well,
Yeah.
you are a pickpocket, so
Mm-hmm.
you deserve to, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's what the Saw franchise has been
Yeah.
pretty much
But
about.
they are on the right track, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
If
yeah.
this is the direction they're taking, and if they want to expand it, because at some point I feel like they would have to get rid of this actor because he is also very old in real life.
Yeah.
But since they already established this lady as like his protege or whatever, and she's like kind of
Oh.
ready to take over.
Oh. Oh. Spoiler
Is it
alert.
spoilers?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
But
I feel like is it a spoiler? It was presented so matter of factly that I mean it may have been a reveal actually.
uh,
Oh no, maybe it
it's
was a reveal
it's a,
because it wasn't at all presented as a reveal. She was like, "Okay, well I'm here, and
yeah.
we're like doing this together." And I was like, "Okay, well I guess they just like did that at some point before, and this is a thing that we knew about already." Well, okay,
But again, I haven't seen like past
yeah,
the
yeah,
fifth movie, so yeah, I don't know.
yeah. There's been a Spiral also, the previous one.
Mm,
Haven't seen. And Jigsaw, I think, was also like another thing. So
yeah,
it's a whole thing, yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Let's move on to some gaming because yeah, the free game of the week is the Godlike Burger. I don't know.
I,
I
I
don't know.
actually redeemed it, yeah, on Epic.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, okay. So,
I always redeem Epic freebies, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't played it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. It looks like what is it called? Overcooked.
Yeah, it has a lot of overcooked energy,
Yeah, I
but
think.
also you can cook people? Question mark.
Oh, oh.
That's what I
So,
understood. Yeah, you
oh,
can like
so
chop up
this is the
your.
perfect transition from Saw, basically.
And sort of, it's like Sweeney Todd meets Saw meets Overcooked.
That burger.
It's not. It's
That
not.
burger looks fun for Lotus Film, at least. Yeah. I don't know. that particular one burger looks fun, or the game looks fun. Which one? Or are you just hungry, Lotus Film? Should we send you some food right now? Are you somewhere where you can't have food?
Oh, I had a disappointing burger in.
I had a pretty good burger just yesterday.
You had?
Yeah, actually.
Wait a
Yeah, the
second.
old Poisiena, which is the new Rappi Maya, which is they have a beef burger, which is like 10 euros, and you're not hungry after that. But because usually you spend like 12 euros minimum for a burger nowadays, and you're still a little bit hungry. But that was like 10 euros, and I was actually full, which was very nice. And it was decent. It was very good. Like the organic beef and bacon, and I customized my burger a little bit also, because I put like feta cheese and pineapple. I was like, I like. Anyway, yes, I put pineapple in my burger.
Breaking news.
I'm at home already. All right. Well. But yeah, godlike burger game. So yeah, I don't know if you want to have the Remy store brand Overcooked game, then yeah, the godlike burger, I guess. So, but let's talk about what we have been playing. I can start. I have been playing a lot of Cyberpunk because, oh my god! So basically, there was a huge patch, if you don't know, the patch 2.0, which patched a lot of stuff. So basically, this is the game now that was supposed to be the game 2 years ago.
And remind me, you bought the
DLC and the game,
edition, yeah?
the both at 55 euros for both of them. My mini, I have finished it, by the way.
What?
Phantom Liberty, the DLC.
Oh.
I just finished it.
So you didn't replay the whole game?
I didn't replay the whole game because I was pleasantly surprised that, I pirated the game, played it until the end, bought the game on Steam, but I could still continue from my pirated game for some reason. Because it was the GOG launcher, so I don't know. Basically, I was level 50, and I was just where I left off, basically.
Oh,
and I was like,
interesting.
"Oh, really? Okay, I can fuck with that." So yeah, basically, I was right into the DLC and had my guns and everything, basically. And after I don't know how long has it been? 2 weeks. I want to say 2 weeks. I finished the DLC. So okay, I finished one ending. There are multiple endings. So my mini review of the game, basically, right now, or the game or the DLC. I will say the DLC because I haven't. Well, a lot of things take place. DLC is an area of a map. And it's very small, actually. The area itself of the DLC, there like a new town in the city, and it's very, I would say, very small for the because the DLC that took. Yeah, I can see why it took so long, but the area itself is the missions are long. Okay, overall. Very good DLC. Very good game. I missed Cyberpunk so much, and this is the game that it should have been from the start, which is, so a very good game. And I will play all the different endings at some point. probably in the next couple of weeks, because oh my god,
Mhm.
I need to know everything that they made basically. And so and the missions basically are longer and way more thought provoking. So you're basically way more like, oh my god, this has so many like different twists and turns and angles. And so of course it like you will have to make choices, like either you go with this different story and this different, but you're really, this time in the DLC you're really like, oh my god, there's so many layers to this. Basically that's what you're basically paying for, which is good, because yeah, I really liked the story this time around, even though it's like this basically the same price as the whole game, because yeah, I paid 55, so, and basically the whole game is like 30, so the DLC is like, I don't know, 25, which is almost the same price as the whole game. I wouldn't say it's worth like 25 euros. I would say it's less, but the story is very good. It's very thought provoking, and it's very like and there's different endings. Okay, so basically you can, at first it was like I was under the impression like DLC is just like a side quest, but it's actually like also an ending, so you can have technically the main game endings and the DLC endings, both,
Mhm.
which is, and they're still developing the DLC also, because even after a week, last week I got some updates also for the, because I was pretty sure I was finished, but there are some new side gigs showed up basically, like anyway. So my mini review, it's very good. I really missed Cyberpunk basically.
I'm
Yeah,
very excited to play this game at some point in the future.
and this is the game that it should have been from the start. Now all the big bugs are fixed. Now it's, yeah, but yeah, now the game is ready.
Very excited to play it
Anyway, yeah.
soon. TM.
Yeah. There were some spots that I saw that, like the characters, the Idris Elba character, and some other characters were not completely finished in the very ending of the story. Basically, like 80%, the characters looked so good, but the last like 15% of the game, they were like, oh, what are they not like? They look weird. Like the face looks a little bit like weird, and I could see like it wasn't like completely 100% finished basically. So I saw something, yeah, like but it took me out a little bit, because I was like, oh my god, this looks not as good as the previous 80% of the game, so I could notice it. Anyway, that's it. That's my review of the Cyberpunk. Yeah, very good game.
Very excited to play it as well.
I don't know. Is Tears of the, because I'm going back to Tears of the Kingdom also, because I haven't finished it completely, because Tears of the Kingdom is such a massive and huge game, and I have done the final boss is still basically, and the underworld I will still have to do the underground area. Basically I have to still finish, and the final boss, basically that's where I'm at. But yeah, I wanted to finish the Cyberpunk, the different endings I will do, and then I will go back to Tears of the Kingdom. Anyway, that's from my side. How about you? what you've been?
From my side, so I guess Baldur's Gate 3. I
Yeah.
guess quick update. I am still very early in Act 1. I'm playing super slowly. I don't know. I guess I'm like, maybe it is gonna be by the end of it, it's gonna be like Bloodborne because I also took me a long time to finish Bloodborne.
Yeah,
And I
yeah, yeah.
took like very long breaks in between because the game was kind of difficult, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, well, I need a break. But I guess subconsciously, I just didn't want didn't want to play too fast because they would end at some point,
Mhm.
and once they end, they end, you know?
Yeah.
And of
Oh,
course, you can go back to the game and play them again, but it's not
yeah.
the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I
Uh,
feel. That's how I feel a bit Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because it's when this and Cyberpunk and Zelda, the only games. I don't know. I don't even see any other like upcoming games that I'm excited about right now, technically. But
that's totally fine. I mean, thankfully, at this point, we have at least like one like must-play game per year.
yeah, 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 yeah. Which
And
is
sometimes, like this year, we maybe have multiple.
yeah,
But I mean, even if you have one game that
because
is like mandatory
mm-hmm,
amazingness, and it's like you play it, and it's like everything you wanted, or even more,
yeah,
then I feel like it's already worth it,
yeah.
Because again, like most people don't have an infinite amount of free time to dedicate to
Yes,
games,
that's
so
another problem for me.
and
Exactly.
there will
Also,
not be a
yeah,
Baldur's Gate 3 like RPG, I'm sure, in a
exactly.
long time.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So there's that. I mean, once I get to maybe some like major story points or something interesting, I'll talk about it again.
Yeah. All right.
Also, I don't know if I mentioned it. I haven't been here in a while. That I've been playing Lies of P.
Oh wait.
Have I mentioned it?
Ooh. Lies of P. Ah. I
Lies of P.
no. I
Yes.
don't know about this. I don't know about this.
Oh, really? Oh, excellent. I have some extra thoughts. I'm about 60, 60% through,
Okay.
maybe a bit more because
Okay.
my playtime tells me that it should be getting close to the end, but I feel like I still have a lot of bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So Lies of P.
It's a thrilling Souls-like that takes the story of Pinocchio, turns it on its head and sets it against the darkly elegant backdrop of the Belle Epoque era. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's basically that, but with less words. It's What If Bloodborne, but Pinocchio
Wow.
is
Yeah.
basically the game.
Okay.
So it's made by a Korean developer that have just
Neo
one
wheels.
single game to their name prior to
Yeah.
this, which was a weird like MMORPG port or something, which was terrible, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So for all intents and purposes, their first like single player major game,
Yeah.
and it is very good.
All
It
right.
is it's taking a very like liberal
Mm-hmm.
inspiration from Bloodborne.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like unmistakable.
Okay.
The way the characters move, the way combat sort of works a little bit, um, just the vibe a little bit, very
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I don't mind it. I mean, if you are gonna be inspired by a game, may as well be inspired by Bloodborne.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
I'm
I feel like
I'm
it does a lot.
I'm sure you don't mind it. Yeah.
It's fine. We'll never be getting Bloodborne 2, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure at this point, and it's fine. That's but arguably the best game ever made. Also was chosen the best game ever made by some community poll on some website recently. So I'm not the only person who thinks that. Okay, but
Yeah.
anyway, so it's very Bloodborne.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very Pinocchio. I love it's sort of Pinocchio, but in its like less sanitized version. That like what we may have read as children.
Yeah.
So it's closer to Pinocchio as it was like written originally.
Okay. Is there a Pinocchio game or something? What's the
No, no,
what?
no. It's based on the book. It's
Yeah.
based on the book.
Yeah. Okay. Based on the book. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there may be some
But
like adaptations of Pinocchio into
I
games. I have no idea.
I don't I can't imagine what is the Pinocchio part in this game. Like
everything. So you play as Pinocchio, and
okay.
it has all the characters from the story in it, and all the major story bits are in it. Meaning
Oh.
like different like animals and stuff and blah blah blah. But the
Ah.
original Pinocchio story was a lot like darker than what we have maybe have read. And it's a story
Ah.
about like this inventor, basically, like engineer or something,
Mm-hmm.
who creates a puppet to replace his dead son, basically. That's like the idea of
Yeah, yeah,
Pinocchio.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
That wasn't how the children's storybook, but I think that's how like the original story went.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And so it takes place in this like like Belle Epoque version fictional location where Geppetto and some other characters, they're like the big like the Steve Jobses and stuff of the universe, and they pulled their resources and came up with this like super amazing tech which basically allowed them to create puppets, which is basically like robotics, right? It's like advanced robotics.
Mm-hmm.
And these puppets who were like designed like mechanically and they had have some kind of like software mumbo jumbo, which may or may not include magic as well. It's a bit like blurred. They have become so advanced that they basically became like essential part of human lives. So from like maids and janitors
Mm-hmm.
to like police officers, basically, and these functions were performed by these puppets. And they were programmed in a way that they would never be able to hurt humans, but something goes wrong, some malfunctioning AI, or I have no idea what yet,
Mm-hmm.
and they just start like rampaging through the city and killing humans. So the entire game takes place around the backdrop of this like dilapidated town where the puppets went crazy and murdered most of the humans in it,
Okay.
basically. And you
Yeah.
have a small group of people hiding in some location and trying to like stop the puppet frenzy, is what they call it.
Okay.
And just like Bloodborne, where you start the game and you think that it's like a Van Helsing, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically hunting werewolves in the game.
Yeah.
About halfway through the game, it has this big reveal where it's actually not just about werewolves or puppets, but there's also another entire plotline that goes beyond that plotline.
Mm.
So I'm in
Mm-hmm.
that like part already of the game.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
very liberal inspiration from Bloodborne,
Yeah.
and honestly very well executed. Like the way that the game like moves and feels is very nice, very tight.
Mm-hmm.
And it does enough to like differentiate itself from Bloodborne. Like the setting, the story,
Yeah.
all of that is very like original. I mean, it's inspired by Pinocchio, but like
Yeah.
its
Yeah.
interpretation is original and interesting, and I quite like it.
All right.
It kind of makes me also appreciate Bloodborne more because I feel like it's still a better game.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of made my like obsession with Bloodborne a bit more like it confirmed my obsession because I was like, I'm pretty sure that Bloodborne is still better. But this is
Yeah.
a very good game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's probably maybe the best Souls-like game that I've ever played that isn't made by From Software.
Really?
I think so, yeah. Like if you
So Elden Ring? Is
Oh,
it?
but Elden Ring is made by From Software.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is better than Elden Ring.
Oh no, I mean like better. It's the best Souls-like
Oh.
that isn't made by the original creators of Souls-like genre, but like the
I
other
see. I
studios who
see. I
made
see.
games in the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
genre.
Okay.
So it may be the best one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, it's very good. It has some weird like difficulty spikes, which are kind of expected for the genre of game, but a bit like sometimes like I'm questioning the design choices that they make,
Mm-hmm.
where you would have these like normal enemies which are pretty easy, and then once in a while you would have these like not even mini bosses, but just like stronger like normal monsters basically.
Yeah.
And it would be kind of like roadblocks. It's like, okay, you clear this monster. Usually the enemies respawn after
Mm-hmm.
checkpoints, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But these ones don't. So they're like sort of roadblocks. It's like, oh, if you can beat this guy, then you can like progress further in the game.
Yeah.
And then most of the time what we find would be like a one-on-one battle, like you just like, like a skill check basically. And then you would have randomly like, oh well, we're gonna put this strong guy in this arena, but also to make things more fun, we're gonna put 3 guys who shoot projectiles at you at the top that you can't reach. So
Yeah.
have fun with that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, did we have to do this? You know, it was all
Yeah.
going so nicely up to this point. And it has a few moments like that I was like, I'm not sure that From Software would design an encounter like that, because
Yeah.
their games is all very like deliberate. There's no like, at no point in the game you'll be like, oh well, this is a random monster that is in a location that doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they pay very close attention to like which enemies they put in which areas, and this game does as well. But sometimes it's like, not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But overall, it's like maybe even a 9 out of 10 game, I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of the people say very positive from the Steam reviews.
Yeah. I feel like critical reception was lower, but I feel like a lot of it was like, oh well, it's inspired by Bloodborne, but doesn't really do everything better than Bloodborne, so therefore it's not a good game. And I'm like,
I mean, yeah.
you're just comparing it to the best game ever made, so
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not improving on every aspect of it, then I feel like it's fine, especially again considering that this is ostensibly the first game they ever made, like properly.
Yeah. Exactly.
So very good game for the first time, and I'll be interested to see what they make next.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll finish, and another game that I've playing. So horror month, October.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a free game, Callisto Protocol on PlayStation Plus. It's also on Steam.
Ooh.
The Callisto Protocol.
Yeah. Callisto Protocol. How is it spelled? Oh, yeah. Oh, with 2 L's. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have seen this. People have been talking about it because yeah. Okay. And you started it?
I'm almost done with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not a very short game, which is typical for horror games, I feel like.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about this game.
All reviews mixed. Most of the people say it's mixed.
Yeah, I'm very mixed on it as well. Okay. Okay, the good things. It looks great. They definitely paid a lot of attention to like environmental design and character design. So all of that is good. Lighting is good, although maybe it's a little bit too bright for a horror game.
Okay.
I feel like it could have been like a little bit more atmospheric.
Yeah.
So it's a game that is sort of a spiritual successor to another game, which I haven't actually played and finished, but I know for a fact that that's what they think. It's even like some of the creators of this game worked on the previous one, which is called Dead Space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dead Space, it's on my list as well. I'll be getting to that as well. But okay, since I haven't played Dead Space, let's just look at this game as it is. So I have first of all, okay, I'm gonna describe to you the experience of playing this game, and you'll probably understand what I mean.
Okay.
So the experience of playing this game is like watching a horror movie, right?
Yeah.
That has like less than 6 on IMDb.
Okay.
So it's not terrible, and you're probably not gonna regret spending your time watching it. But it's not great.
Yeah.
And this game is not great, and the more I play it, the more I see it. First of all, it's not scary whatsoever, and I'm a very like a wuss when it comes to horror. It's very easy to scare me, and this game is just like not scary in the slightest.
Okay.
Second of all, they made a baffling choice of making combat melee focused.
Okay.
Which is weird for horror, like survival horror game.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. I need to describe what it feels like. It's basically it's melee focused, right?
Mm-hmm.
and they like your enemies, the monsters also attack you in melee range most of the time.
Yeah.
And the game is based around dodging and countering. And the
Yeah.
way you dodge people is by tilting your analog stick left or right.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, you have like a chain of attacks that the monster does at you.
Uh-huh.
And to dodge that attack, you have to go like left, right, left. Basically, you have to like alternate between these inputs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you will 100% always dodge this attack if you like remember not to dodge like twice in the same direction, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
So once you wrap your head, it's implemented pretty okay actually. Like it's probably the best version of what it could have been. But like the problem is that once you understand how it works,
Mm-hmm.
it basically makes you invincible
Yeah.
because you'll always dodge any attack if you keep dodging in alternating directions.
Mm-hmm.
And that completely deflates any sense of horror or suspense that you have.
Yeah.
Because regardless of how many monsters are like at you, as
Mm-hmm.
long as you're like not panicking and like carefully dodging left and right, there's not much they can do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of something that I established very early, but I was still having a pretty good time with it. So now I'm past the halfway point, and unfortunately, the last chapter I played significantly tanked my impression of the game. If it was like a 7 territory, like a good, I would say, yeah.
Oh,
So at this point, it's like 6 or less.
yeah.
So, hi Luna.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm very curious to see what Maurice, because Maurice is also playing it at the same time, and he's having a better time with it than I am. But I'm very curious to see like how he played through that chapter that I played through,
Yeah.
because that one chapter really like damaged my impression of the game, because it introduces stealth into the game.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, stealth exists before, but the chapter is very stealth centric. So you are introduced to new enemies that are blind.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, oh, you have to be like sneaking around and getting behind them and killing them, right? Basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that system is that it's completely broken.
Okay.
Because these monsters, if you are crouching, right? Yeah, Luna, yeah, like I agree, honestly,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
totally.
Sorry. Please continue.
As long as you are crouching, there is no way for these monsters to alert to your presence. And that includes also you stealth killing other monsters in the area. So
Oh
what ends up
no.
happening is that you are in a room with like 4 zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a sizable room, but they are all in each other's like vicinity,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And so you crouch and you sneak behind one of the zombies
Yeah.
and you like kill them. And it's like called stealth kill, but it's not like silent, you know.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
still
yeah.
like while doing it, but the game doesn't register that whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So you like kill that zombie right in front of the other zombies,
Yep.
and they are completely oblivious to what's happening.
Yeah.
And the only way for them uh, to become alert to your presence is if you stop crouching and start running,
Yeah.
or if that zombie literally like accidentally like walks into you directly,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah, yeah. This is the exact problem also with Cyberpunk, by the way. Cyberpunk, you do like a silent kill, but the guy dies like, "Ah!" and you're like, silent, really? There's literally a guard like 2 feet, like 2
And does it
steps.
alert the other
It,
NPCs?
yeah, it doesn't alert anything. Like,
Oh, okay.
and
Well, there you go.
the
And
guy
it was
literally like basically screams like
yeah,
ah or
yeah.
something like that.
And it's comical because like the moment I realized it, because something similar mechanic exists in like let's say The Last of Us Part 2, right? A lot of that game is it's a lot easier to like sneak behind zombies
Yeah.
and take them down than it is to like engage them
Yeah.
in open combat, which makes sense, you know, it's survival horror. But in
Mm-hmm.
that game, if you kill someone silently, if you stealth kill a zombie, and there are other zombies near you, they'll immediately notice you or hear you, right? Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, like this, when
Yeah,
the moment I
dude.
understood how it works, it completely broke the illusion for me, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What's the point of me?" And there are so many of those monsters in that specific chapter, like probably at least 50 I killed over the course of it. And so it's
Mm-hmm.
like it was meant to be this like intense stealth-centric section,
Yeah.
but because the stealth works the way that it works, it completely like tanked my enjoyment of the game. And I was like, well, this just doesn't function. And the worst part is that I'm sure that it functions exactly the way that they wanted it to function, right?
Yeah.
This is the way they designed it, and this is how they wanted it to be. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is just bad. Like, this is the first moment in the game that I was like, oh, wow, this is like comically
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so now it went from like a 7 to like a, I don't know, 6 or less.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And now we're getting to the point where it's like the last like 1.5 chapters of the game.
Okay.
And this is obviously where the main story revelation will take place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is typically also where the games completely fall apart, usually, because their
Yeah.
narratives become completely nonsensical. So
Ye-
we'll see how I feel about it. But next week, I will definitely finish it, and I will talk about it next stream,
Yeah.
the ending. But so far, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many better horror games to play that, like, I mean, I got it for free,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
So in this sense, I'm like not regretting my time with it. But
Yeah.
there are much better games to play.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think. Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
wrap up.
I haven't played anything else besides Phantom Liberty also so this week, and yeah. Oh man, now I started to think about like the same thing that you talked about. Like yeah. This was I think this was the biggest negative side. Yeah, again the silent killing, like you kill 2 meters away from like an enemy silently, and the enemy like and they
Yeah,
doesn't.
there's a problem in
Ah.
games that have stealth mechanics, definitely. But this specific implementation
Mm-hmm.
felt so much more comically absurd.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't played stealth games in a while, so I kind of forgot how it works.
Yeah.
So I would be
Yeah.
curious to play like Assassin's Creed or something and see if it works the same
Mm-hmm.
way.
Mm-hmm.
But this was just like beyond of like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
beyond a joke at that point.
And
But yeah,
all they had to in I'm talking about now about Cyberpunk, because yeah, that's the only game I have played basically, but also this uh all they had to do was basically the guy doesn't scream when he gets killed, and that's it.
mhm,
That's basically it.
mhm. I understand that. Yeah, if you like have stealth and it breaks the moment you kill one NPC, then it kind of was the point of stealthing, right?
Yeah.
But still, yeah, like in terms of like
Yeah.
flow and like presentationally, it's very weird. Like it's just completely breaks the illusion. But yeah, so that's me. I think it's time to wrap up.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go play some watch some Castlevania.
Yeah, one is getting ready for bed, and she getting crazy. All right, but yeah, I think that's about it from us. Was there anything
Like,
else? I think so. How about how does your next week look like? Is there?
so next week, unfortunately, I'm working Friday to Sunday, so maybe
Oh
this,
no.
yeah,
Okay.
Thursday evening, no?
Maybe, but I have to talk with the missus, and
All right.
yeah, and I will let you know. Yes.
And I do
All
have
right.
vacation coming up, so
So
that'll be.
if you're planning to do the stream with for platform, be sure to use candles and like a cringe
Candles and
cringe handle for your username or something like Cyber
mhm,
Gamer
mhm.
420.
I cannot believe that he didn't put X in his handle.
Yeah, yeah.
That's bizarre.
That's pretty weird also, but also this no profile picture, just gamer as a name, even though this is like Twitter's premium X premium whatever verified blue checkmark whatever. Also like what? Anyway, so following 3 accounts: Elon Musk, Steam, and PC Gamer. Like
I love it.
as the typical gamer does, right?
I love it.
So it's just like the most. This is what a gamer does, right, kids?
Mhm.
The youths.
Mhm.
This is very very strong, like boom, super boomer vibes.
I love it. I love it.
Also, this candle. Oh yeah, this candle is like a meter tall that he has. I want to know where he buys his candles. Literally as tall as he's sitting, basically. So it has to be a meter or something. Weird, but I guess yeah, sure. Because Elon. Yes, one little lady is absolutely going crazy. All right, but yeah, maybe yeah, I don't know. Elon not maybe curious about Diablo because yeah, he even explains the whole Diablo system in the video that yeah, what kind of character he has and what his abilities and all the he kind of knew actually some stuff and I was like, what is he like a Diablo gamer? Kind of weird.
Well, it's in the handle. Come on.
Oh, the cyber gamer. Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
in the handle.
The cyber gamer for
It would be more appropriate if you played Cyberpunk, but
yeah.
Diablo I guess also works.
Why Diablo? That's so weird. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe he's like a big Diablo 1 player or something. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Thursday evening maybe, but we'll see if we're gonna make it work. But yeah, it was good stuff. Was good memes, good news. Well, and some bad news and some funny news. And yeah, let's do it again. Maybe next week. We love you very much, people. Lots of film. Hope you have some time also to play something at some point, maybe, and that you're not only in some military exercises or something. I don't know, or maybe, but you were doing the God's work. Maybe yes, you're still here. Very very awesome. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. We love you very much. Bye, everybody.
Always. Bye.
That military thing is over. Very good.